Hey everybody, and welcome to the bait shop. It is officially fall here in East Tennessee, and that means that the shad bite is on. The bass are feeding on the previous spring's shad spawn, and that eat pattern will continue from like mid to the end of September when temperatures start to drop up until December sometime when temperatures really start to bottom out and get cold. And that, in my opinion, is the best time to fish in East Tennessee. They are chasing shad that are this big up to however big, and that means you can throw jointed swim baits, big swim baits, little swim baits, paddle tails, bladed jigs, swim jigs, spinner baits, like A-rigs, anything that's gonna look like a bait fish or a ball of bait fish, and they will be all over it. But I am running low. I only have 2 white paddle tails left in my tackle bag right now, so I need to run some bait. We are going to be making a white base color, but not a pearl white. Pearl white's what I use a lot of the time, but this color, it just has a little bit extra on it, and it looks so good. So I've got a couple cups here. We are going to be running paddle tails, and we're going to be running some 5.4-inch whip wads using Dead on Plastic's craw tube blend of plastic, which is a little bit more durable, still with great action. And then we're going to be running 3-inch minnows and 5-inch jerk baits, and we'll be running those in Dead on Plastic's swim bait jerk bait blend because it is a little bit softer, and in those tail ends you get better action. We're going to start with the paddle tails. We will also be using, for our base color, LureWorks White 104. It's a great white base. And to get that extra pizzazz, we're going to be throwing in some Dead Shift Powder Haze. It just adds this beautiful blue sparkle across the skin of the bait, and it's gonna look really good. So let's run some baits and get to it.
All right, we've got our first cup here. We're gonna throw in 40 drops of white. Now, to add the pizzazz, we're going to put in a whole teaspoon of haze. This stuff is very light. When you stir, it'll get up in the air. So sometimes I'll just like dribble the plastic over it to try and get it to get weighed down a little bit before I start stirring. Making sure to scrape the sides because it likes to clump. And we still got some clumps in there. The Dead Shift powders take a lot of mixing, a lot of stirring to get them to combine. Some people recommend mixing it with a worm oil first and then adding that, but I find that just a little extra stirring usually takes care of it. Yeah, it's exactly what we were looking for, that blue. Now this is thickened up a little bit. I'm gonna zap it one more time and then we'll shoot it. Looking good. Hot injector. I'm gonna hold pressure, top it off. Hold pressure for a second, top it off. Same thing, just all 3 down the line. I'm gonna hold pressure, and I'm going to top it off with hot plastic. Okay, set that to the side. Go ahead and top these off again. I have found that these whip wads like to draw plastic down. There we have it. Now we've got some paddle tails to run as well, so I'm going to get this just tapped back up just a little bit and clear out our injector and run these paddle tails. here we go. Make sure we don't draw any air up. You don't want to hold pressure on these paddle tails too long, otherwise you just end up with flashing on the tail. But you do want to make sure you top off the cavities with fresh hot plastic, otherwise you can end up with divots on the chin. That is an efficient use of a cup of plastic right there. We got 3 whip wads and hopefully 8 clean chutes on the paddle tails. Pretty good. So demolding time. We're going to start with these whip wads, and then we'll do the dad shads. I'm excited about these. I plan to use these tomorrow. I'm going out on Cherokee tomorrow, which is a smallmouth fishery, and I think that these are going to be killer for the smallmouth. Oh yeah. You see that sheen across the tail? It's so good. It looks great. Love that. And the thing, I'm gonna have to show it to you in the water, because this is one where it looks good, but once it's in the water, you really see why adding that powder is beneficial. Good shoot on those. So let's do the dad shads next. All right, dad shads.
I can take this off for a minute. I've got good ventilation going. You can probably hear it. But this is one of my favorite baits because it's so versatile. You can throw it on a swim jig. You can put it on, if you want to kill the action a little bit, you can put it on a bladed jig. You can put it on an A-rig. You can just put it on a swim bait hook. I like to put it on an underspin, like a BKK Titan diver. 3/0 in a 3/0, or an owner. Ooh, they're gonna come out like that. One day I'll get a hang of the clean demold. See if we can't get a good look at that blue sheen for you all. If you can see it in the boot, I feel like my light, I have a dead bulb. I'm not getting quite the right light. There, you see that? So it is a blue and pink. It's primarily blue, but there is some pink to it. But my goodness. I'm just have to show you footage in the water, because when they go in the water, it just lights up. And since you're fishing them in the water, that's good. Let's see, can we get a clean? Nope. They don't want to come out on the same side, but that's okay. And we had a really good run of these as well. It looks like all 8 turned out great, which is good, because I'm going to need some tomorrow. I caught my PB smallmouth at Cherokee Reservoir on a sexy shad dadfish tackle swim jig with a dad shad, just a pearl white dad shad. This blue I think adds a little bit, because most fish, like most of those bait fish, have some blue sheen on the scales in the water. Awesome, those are done. Let's move on and run some flukes and some sly minnows.
Shoot these flukes. I'm going to go ahead and prepare the next cup. Go ahead and shoot the sly minnows, the 3-inch minnows, and then we will demold the minnows and the flukes together. I'm going to crack open some flukes here. beautiful. See that blue sparkle into the water. We've got our little 3-inch slime minnows. The pink is definitely popping on the camera, but when you see it in person, there's a way more blue. That's it. I'm gonna get these out of the, let them chill in the water tank for a minute, then we'll get them out and dry it off. But first, we're gonna get some footage in the water tank because that's when the color really shines. That's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you would like to see me do next color-wise, and also let me know what your favorite fall lure is. What are you using to catch bass in the fall? And I will catch you all next time.